Hello viewers, welcome to Moto Mengy. I was just leaving the giant food store here in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, getting some groceries. I was walking towards my bike in the parking lot and I realized whenever I walk towards my bike when it's parked somewhere, I always smile when I'm looking at it. And I mean, who can blame me? Look at this sleek, beautiful machine. The lines, the curves, the sleek, functional design. But as I was walking towards my bike, grinning ear to ear, I was wondering, do all motorcycle riders smile when they walk towards their bikes? Or when they think of their bikes? So does your motorcycle make you smile? I mean, I sure do hope it does. But as I think about it, every bike I've owned has made me smile until it didn't, and that's usually when I traded them in for different bikes. And for me, it's usually about every 5 years or so I get a different bike, it seems like. Sometimes a little longer, sometimes once in a while a little shorter, but not usually. Like 5 to 7 years. But I'm not sure if that's a subconscious thing or if I just get tired of the bike I have or I want to experience a different kind of bike. But when I think back on it, all the bikes I've owned, all the many Harleys and whatnot, they all have made me smile when I walk towards them or when I ride them or when I think about them. I'm not just talking how they look or the aesthetics of the bike either. I'm talking about how the bike makes you feel inside, you know? Like when you think about your bike, even when it's not around you, when you're just thinking about it, do you smile a little? Do you get a little excited deep down inside? That kind of thing. And I have to say, with the Goldwing here, yeah, I do. This bike makes me smile big time. That's really why I sold my Road Glide 4 years ago to get this bike. Because after riding this bike, well, 1 mile down the road, I was smiling, this huge grin on my face. It confused me because it wasn't a Harley, so. And it took me a while to come to terms with a non-Harley bike making me smile. But I have to wonder if all motorcycle riders smile when they think about their bikes or when they walk towards them or when they go riding on them. And I'd like to think so, because to me that's kind of important, I guess. As a rider, you want to really like the bike you're riding, you know? You want to not just like it, but you want to really enjoy it. You want the bike to make you feel something deep down inside, stir your emotions and stuff. And I guess I'd say if your bike doesn't make you smile when you think about it, when you look at it, then maybe you're riding the wrong bike. Because it should, in my opinion. Like when thinking back on it, my first motorcycle was a Kawasaki 250cc. That, I thought, it was fun to ride. It was a good learning bike, but it stressed me out because it just couldn't get out of its own way. It was slow. That didn't make me smile so much. So I didn't have that bike for more than a year or two before I sold it to a friend and bought my 440 Kawasaki LTD. Nice horse and buggy. And the 440 LTD made me smile more because it was a better bike, but there wasn't much passion to it or didn't stir my emotions. It was serviceable, it was functional. I rode that all through college, but it wasn't until I got my first Harley that I really had a bike that made me smile. My 76 Sportster initially made me smile a lot. I love that bike. It was a shovel head, being a 76 Sporty, so it had that heavy V-twin vibration and thump and straight pipes on it. It was loud. Vibrated so bad the mirrors were unusable. But I can definitely say it stirred my emotions. That bike was awesome. After a couple years riding it, I got tired of it because the vibration, as I started riding longer rides, the vibration became more of a negative than a positive. I'd ride for a few hours and my wrists would hurt. My arms would be achy. It vibrated bad. But thinking about my bikes over all the years, every time I started to get tired of a bike or dislike it or it stopped making me feel good or it stopped making me smile when I'd look at it, that was about when I started to look for trading in or moving on to a different bike. Like the Sportster gave way to a lowrider, which was a much better bike. It was smoother, faster, more power. I had a 93 FXR lowrider, really fast bike, and I rode that for many years. So eventually I traded that lowrider in for a wide glide, mainly because the wide glide made me smile more, really. Made me feel better. I liked it more. And then once I started riding longer distance trips and doing more touring stuff, I eventually moved on from the wide glide to a Heritage Softail, mainly for the windshield, I guess. I mean, it was a newer bike, it rode better, it rode nicer, but the windshield was a differentiating factor there. Well, on top of that, the Heritage Softail just looked the part. I mean, it was a classic looking Harley Davidson. They still are today. I love Heritage Softails. I think they're one of the best looking bike Harley Davidson makes, even today. As long as it doesn't have that blacked out windshield. I hate the Heritage Softails with the blacked out, where the windshield is half black and half clear. I don't care for that very much. Look at this traffic jam. That's unusual. Wow. I'm gonna take a detour. Let's go this way. But then touring on the Heritage Softail, I eventually wanted a better touring bike even than that with more storage, so the Heritage Softail led to my first Road Glide Ultra. While I'd say that, you know, I love Road Glide Ultras, I love Road Glides in general, I'd probably say the Heritage Softail maybe smile more than the Road Glide ever did. The Road Glide rode better, it was a better touring bike, it had a radio and better storage, but the Heritage Softail had a little more of a traditional Harley feel to it, I guess. It was a more emotional bike. But I rode Road Glides for a decade, pretty much. In fact, I did ride Road Glides for almost a decade straight. Until I laid eyes on this Goldwing here. But that's the reason I sold, or traded in my Road Glide for this Goldwing. The Goldwing made me smile more. I mean, I can list lots of reasons that I traded the Road Glide in for the Honda Goldwing, that I went from a Harley to a Honda. I could make a whole list of reasons, but when you boil it all down, it really comes to one simple fact. The Goldwing made me smile more. Looks like we're turning right. Road closed there. And I'd probably have to say, if I ever found a bike that made me smile more than the Goldwing here does, meaning if I ever found a bike that I liked more, that appealed to me more, that'd probably be the day I traded Goldwing in for something else. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. Not for a very long time. So does your motorcycle make you smile? Do you grin like an idiot from ear to ear when you walk up towards your bike? Every time you get off your bike, do you turn around and look back at it and just say, dang, that's what I'm riding. Thank God I'm on that bike. Can you not imagine yourself on any other bike? If you answered yes to all those questions, then you're probably a happy rider. If you didn't though, then maybe it's time to look for another bike. That's my opinion, just saying, as I feel that the bike you're riding should make you happy. Should make you smile. Should stir emotions deep down inside you, that kind of thing. I mean, when a bike could do this, who wouldn't smile? Yeah, this Goldwing still surprises me with how much power it has, and just how quick it can be. But with acceleration and power like that, how can you not smile? And like that Harley back there I just passed, I still smile when I hear the sound of a Harley Davidson going by. That's part of what makes Harley so awesome. It's that V-twin feel, that thump 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 they make. Nothing rides like a Harley Davidson, and a big part of that reason is because of the emotions that a Harley stirs inside the rider. Other bikes try to approximate it with sound and feeling and vibration and stuff, but Harley's got a way all up to themselves. And a lot of that is why they're so popular too, and why Harley riders love them to death, and why so many Harley riders refuse to ride anything else. I was one of them for a very long time, and in some ways deep down I still, you know, Harley still stir my heart, you know. That never really went away. I mean, yes, I love, you know, this Goldwing. I picked it over my Road Glide. I wanted it, I liked it better. It fits more my style today, but it didn't at one time. There was a time when Harleys were the bike for me, and a lot of that reason was because of the emotions they stirred in me, because of how they made me feel. But I never try to make a Honda Goldwing sound or feel like a Harley Davidson. There's no point. They're two different bikes entirely. The Honda Goldwing is a smooth, sleek, efficient machine, quiet, whereas compared to a Harley, which is loud, thumping, vibrating, inefficient. Two different beasts entirely. Well, that's why it's good we have a variety of bikes to choose from today. I mean, whatever kind of bike does stir your soul and get your emotions going, there's so many choices that I'm sure everyone can find the bike for them. That's a good thing. Alright, that's really all I wanted to say for this video, I guess. So does your motorcycle make you smile? Do you love your bike? Does it stir your heart and turmoil your emotions? I hope it does. Do you hate riding it? Do you want something different? Are you supremely happy with the bike you have right now? Or am I the only one? You know? Maybe it's just me. It's very possible, I guess. I hope not, but who knows? Maybe it is. Should a bike be an emotional thing for the rider? Should your bike make you smile? Or should a bike just be an unemotional thing that the rider uses? Let me know down in the comments what you think about that. So on that note, I'm gonna take my groceries home, put them away. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care out there, ride safe, enjoy yourselves, and see you next time. No, wait. What's the title again? Does your motorcycle make you smile? Okay, there we go. That's what I want to say.